spicy sausage pasta with Orecchiette pasta. This is the rabe. It's cut. It's boiling in salted water, and you want it to cook pretty soft, at least the stem, which is just that. This is just spicy sausage, and you break it up as pasta before you cook it, and then cook it, and then take out your. If you use enough salt, this stays nice and green. Green as much as possible, but it doesn't have to be 100% in. You're going to add this then to the sausage. Keep your water boiling because you're going to use the same water for the pasta. I just bought this bunch of broccoli rabe at Calmart for $3.29. And the last bit of it. I could have gone directly into the pasta, into the sausage, but I didn't. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the broccoli rabe to the sausage. I'm going to leave out some of this water. And now you just stir this around and mash it up, and mash up at least the stem portions. And this is going to turn into like a sauce-like consistency as the stems break down. With this water still boiling, I'm going to add my Orecchiette pasta. I just get this in bulk from Rainbow Grocery. You know, about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, anywhere between a pound. The recipe calls for, I think, a pound of pasta, a pound of sausage, and a bunch of broccoli rabe. I just kind of used my best judgment. I had a big bag and I just wanted to split it in half so I have another serving for the next time. I don't really weigh it, but you can see how this is still boiling. I'm just with my wooden kind of spatula pressing down on the stems, and this will turn into our nice sauce. This is a spicy pasta, so some kids might not like it, but the thing is, broccoli rabe is kind of pungent, and so the spiciness kind of balances out that pungent, almost bitter taste, but not a bad bitter taste. I haven't tried it with a sweet sausage, so I don't know if it's any good with non-spicy. The sauce is coming along, and I'm pressing down on the stems to make it more saucy. So you can see how it's kind of blending and it's combining kind of as one thing. You have to know that when you put the pasta in, you're just going to be stirring at that point. So there's no opportunity at that point to break up the stems. So that's why you want to do as much of that as possible now. The pasta cooks for about 10 minutes, and it's very underdone, less than done. Al dente, and the reason you do it that way is that you add it here and add stock, and you continue cooking it in the pot so that those flavors blend and the sauce gets nice and nicely incorporated within the pasta. So we'll come back in a little bit. The other, one more thing, the great thing about this dish is that this takes 30 minutes to make. From chopping this broccoli rabe to cooking it and to eating it, it's a 30-minute or less dish. Okay, I'm getting ready to put the pasta in, and you can see the sauce is fully incorporated. And I'm not going to worry about water from this being totally drained, because I'm going to need a little bit of time before I can actually pour the stock in, and the pasta will stick. And like I said, it's going to continue to cook in here, so you just kind of want to quickly get it in. And once again, the pasta is undercooked right now. By adding the stock, it's going to allow more cooking time for the pasta, and then also to make a thicker sauce. You do want to stir this quite frequently because the pasta will stick rather quickly. But you can kind of see how it's starting to incorporate together and make a nice sauce. I don't know how much stock I use, maybe about a cup at minimum. And you just kind of do it to order how much sauce you want and how much more the pasta has to cook. So this is still on medium high. We'll finish this pasta with Parmesan cheese, freshly grated. The recipe also calls for lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice, and breadcrumbs, but I only did that once and I didn't like it as much. I liked the freshness of this dish without the breadcrumbs. I didn't feel like you needed to, you really do a good job of making your sauce, you don't need to add breadcrumbs. A few more loner pastas. So just about finished. Have a nice creamy sauce, and that's really just the broccoli rabe, the sausage, stock, and the pasta adds an element of starch, so that's helping it thicken up as well. Just a little bit more stock here. And remember, the sausage is spicy, so that adds a nice little kick and balance to this whole thing. Let's just test the pasta to make sure that it's cooked enough. Perfect. So I'm going to turn it off and add my Parmesan that I've grated. Probably would typically add a little bit more, but I think we'll add a little bit to the top of this dish. And just incorporate it. And like I said, the recipe does call for toasted finely crumbled breadcrumbs and lemon. So if that's something that's desirable to you, add that on. But once again, this literally took less than 30 minutes to make, which is really nice. We're going to serve it up and see it in the bowls.
Oh my god, this is my favorite dinner. I really like it a lot. That's so good. Yeah, I like it a lot. Good. You should try to make it. It's really, really good.